Welcome Tamers, my name is Ronald. Today I'll be doing a deck profile on Numemon. Right now this would be a post ban list. So we just received the new ban list which limits Ukkomon and Lui, Numemon X specifically, and a few others. I've played Numemon consistently in like some tournaments. I believe I played it first time at an Ultimate Cup. I placed 127th. It's a really good deck. I think it was prior to Valkyriemon actually being out in the format. And then the last time I played it was at the Riverside Regional here in California, where I placed 5th place with it. The list is similar to what I have on the screen, just with a few changes, but I believe there's some stuff I wanted to try, so I will be talking about the deck list, and then we'll be doing some few games just to see if the changes I made actually work, or if I want to make changes in regards to like the top end that I've trying to do. So to start off, I have Numemon as one of the eggs, which is your return once per turn when one of your other Digimon digivals draw one, which is really good for card draw. You tend to be hard dropping your level 4s, evoing on top of them, so it nets you a draw when you promote with your Ukkomon or your other rookie. So I believe it's a really good egg to just search your deck. We run 4 of those, and then our 5th egg would be Ukkomon, because this deck does, well, tended to go really fast and then use all the eggs. So our 5th egg was Ukkomon, that on deletion, if it's your opponent's turns, you would draw 1, which a lot of people tend to try to remove whatever Digimon it is. If it's a Floodgate Digimon or if it's an Ukkomon, they don't want to see it activate another time, so that they would delete it. And then moving on to the rookies, I'm only running 2, 4, 6, 10, 11 rookies. Majority are floodgates, so I have 2 of the Ukkomon, all turns, players can ignore dilution card requirements, and then this one is mainly for the hybrid mirrors, well, technically matches. So Ancient Garurumon, Ancient Grey, the new purple hybrid coming out, the following sets. So it's a really good floodgate there. There's Chikurimon, that players can reduce play cost, so that means any cross decks, blue flare, cross art, can drop a death X without paying the 15 or 20 that you need. Then we have the Chumon. All turns, your opponents can't gain memory except with Tamer effects, which is really good against the Imperial matchup. This stops them from getting memory when they DNA. They could bottom deck it after the fact, but they won't be able to get the memory. Then that's 6 right there. So 2, 4, and 6. And then now I'm running 4 of the BT17 Ukkos because this one didn't get hit. So this one is your turn once per turn when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card or Tamer card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Then you may hatch in your breeding area. This one's good to actually cycle through your deck, find the key pieces that you're missing. You might be missing like a Satsuki, you might be missing a Lui, a Digimon Emperor, Numemon X. It's a good way for you to like get that extra card draw that you need. So this one's a 4, and then our last rookie, unfortunately it's a restricted one. This is the promo Ukkomon. Your turn once per turn when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you may hatch in the breeding area, then you gain 1 memory. This was really nice because you could promote, hatch, gain your memory, and then be able to like set up another one in the back. And if you have a Lui in hand, you drop the Lui, promote again, able to like choke out 1 if you can, and then it's just a free body that you can use to swing, or just keep it on the field so that when you Digivolve on top, of your Digimon, you get that extra card draw that you need. So far just 11 rookies. I might drop it down to 10. I'll probably remove one of the BT16 Ukkos and just leave it at 10 and probably add another option or the Tamer, but we'll see. Moving on to the level 4s. We are running 2, 4, 7, 11, 12. So starting off, we have the RB1 Numemon, which has inherit for blocker if it has Monzimon or Numemon in its name on the opponent's turn, and then has an on deletion that it's real top 3 cards of your deck, have 1 card Monzimon in its name and 1 card with Numemon in its name among them to the hand. So you get to grab 2 things and then place the rest of the bottom of the deck in any order. So this is just a good way for you to find pieces that you're missing, but also it's a good pitch fodder for your Garurumon where you need to pitch a Numemon. This is a good way to set up your trash so that when you do play the Monzimon, you tuck this one in and give a blocker. So we run that at 2. Then I have the BT17 Garurumon that's yellow-black. When attacking, inherit, it's one of your opponent's Digimon gains -1 security until end of their turn. And then it has an on play and on deletion, so you may trash a card with Numemon in its name or Ukkomon in its name, and then give one of your opponent's Digimon sec -1 until the end of turn. It is also traded as Numemon. This one, I wanted to try it, but now with the extra room from the Ukkomons, finally get to stick it in. I think it's a good way for you to just do sec -1 to an opponent's Digimon so they can swing at security. Helps you prevent early checks from like other Digimon. So we'll see how this one goes. Then we have one of the MVPs of the deck, which is Garurumon, Pot of Greed. No inherit, but on play, by trashing 1 card Numemon, Ukkomon, Nanimon, or Etamon in the same, you draw 2. So turn 1, if you have a rookie in this in hand, best opening, you hatch your egg, Digivolve and then breeding, drop the gear for 3, pitch a card, whichever one you're trying to set up, so that this Numemon blocker, and then you draw your 2 cards. That could be a great way for you to just set up and be ready to play out a Monzimon next turn, and then gain your 2 memory, and then pop something on their turn. So this one's at 4. It's a really great way for you to like just draw 2. Next, original ratio for this Numemon for the BT14, I had it at 3. Since I have more room now, I bumped it up to 4, which it's a really good card, especially as a game finisher, because it's a on play when digivolving. You place 1 Satsuki Tamahime underneath it as this bottom evolution card, and you give one of your Digimons rush for the turn. So you can play him, tuck Satsuki underneath, give him rush, then just swing for game, which is a good way to finish games because you might be missing that extra swing. So it's a really good card. I bumped it up to 4 with the extra room. It does have the inherit blocker. This just means it has blocker regardless if it's a Monzimon, Numemon, Valkyriemon. That way, this is also like another one you could pitch with the Garurumon, keep it in trash, and then give your Monzimon blocker when you play him out. And then to round out the level 4s, the one Numemon X, which is Numemon X Antibody. On deletion inherit, you play 1 Digimon card with Numemon in its name from your trash without paying the cost all turns. While Numemon or X Antibody send this Digimon's evolution cards against on deletion, you may play 1 Digimon card with Numemon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. This is what technically made the deck really good, because if it's the bottom evolution card of a Digimon, one of your Digimon, and they were to die, you can immediately play out another Numemon from trash, or you could play out your level 6, your Platinum Numemon, because it's Numemon in its name. So that one counts as the trigger for that, so it's a good way for you to set up for like a ruin mode and keep turn. I feel like him as his alterns never really comes up because you would always Evo on top of him just to get the inherit live, because there are a lot of decks that strip source So him being on the field with no sources doesn't really do anything for you. That's why you want to Evo on top of him. So unfortunately they cut it down to 1, but I feel like it was the right choice to cut the deck in terms of like strip it a little bit from like being really competitive. So I think it was a really good choice for them. The deck they hit twice, well technically 3 hits, but I feel like this will make the deck building a little more diverse in terms of like just not running the 8 Ukkos. Then moving on to the level 5s, I have 4, 8, 10. I have 10 level 5s. And then we'll start off with Monzimon, RB1. Your turn, inherit. While this Digimon has Monzimon Numemon in his name, it gets Sec +1. Who doesn't love Sec +1? Then it's on play. Cost 7 to on play, but by placing a Digimon card with Numemon in its name from your trash as a bottom division source, you gain 2, essentially playing it for 5. You setting up your trash with Garamons or with the on deletion of the other RB1 Nume. You have sources ready to put underneath just in case. That way you could just hard drop them for 7, tuck something underneath, gain the 2 memory. And then his other on play, when digivolving, when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP and gains Security Attack -1 until end of turn. And then this one's really good to like either stack DP minus on a Digimon because it lasts until the end of the turn, so it's able to like stick to Numemon X. Even though they're protected, it sticks to them until the end of the turn when they're not protected. Unless they like Blinding Ray or do something. It's a good way for them to just ping them, and then you can try to pop them on the swing when you do one of your plays with the ace. So this one you would run out 4. Then we go with the other MVP of the deck, which is Numemon X. No inherit, but as a one digivolving, if a card with Numemon in its name or X Antibody is in the Digimon distribution cards, you may play one Numemon or a level 3 Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost, all turns once per turn. Whenever your other Digimon is played, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2 KDP for each Digimon until the end of the turn. So this one really synergizes really well with Monzimon, because you could go into Monzimon, give something minus 3k -1 check, go on top of it with Numemon X, play out another body. If that turn you had promoted and you had 2 bodies, by playing your third one you'd be at 3, so you'll be doing minus 6k to them, so you're already doing minus 9 to a body on the field, and this lasts until the end of their turn, so they'll be minus 9 on their turn, which is a lot easier if you're trying to like clear it with blockers, or they hit security, they die to something in security. This is a good way for them to get sticked with a DP minus. Also, even if you have nothing to do, let's say you can't really promote, as long as you just hard drop something, it could be another Monzimon, you could stack the DP minus, and you could even do up to like 12k or more, depending how many bodies you have on the field. It's a really good card. I don't think I was ever expecting this to get banned or restricted, just because I feel like the main issues currently were Ukkomon and Numemon X. So this being at 4 still helps the deck out a lot. It's not really dead. Moving on to my last level 5 would be Edamon. Its inherit is opponent's turn. Once per turn, when opponent's Digimon attacks, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If you play one black or yellow Digimon card with a play cost 3 or less from one thing without paying the cost, you trash the rest. On play, when digivolving, until the end of your turn. End of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k DP and gains start of main phase, this Digimon attacks. So this one's a really good card for you to set up those ace plays where like you Evo on top of like your Numemon X, ping something minus 3k, force them to swing the following turn, and then on the swing you just ace, and then you're able to clear your body because you already did minus 3, then you'll be able to do minus 5 with the Valkyrie. This one does come up a lot, even if you just hard drop it for 7. As long as you have the ace in hand, you're able to at least clear a body that's 11k, because you're doing -3 with it. You do -5 with the Valkyrie, and you just pop something 8k or less. So it's a really good combo. Sucks that it heals for 4, but sometimes you can even try to choke out 1 if you can. If not, giving them 3 memory is not that bad for what the card is doing. Now we're going to our level 6s, which is Valkyremon. 12k DP, cost 7 to play, and then it has Blast Digivolve on play. When Digivolving, our opponent's Digimon gets -5k DP for the turn. All turns once per turn. When a card is removed from the security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon that's 8000 DP or lower. If this effect didn't delete, Digimon gains security attack +1 until end of turn. Overflow 4, so when unfortunately it dies, you just overflow your opponent. But this one, it's a really good card. Still great way for you to combo it with Edamon. So ping them, they swing, you ace, then you -5, they check security, cool, they die because if they have no protection, because they should be under the 8000 DP threshold. So this one still sets up your play, and then on the crackback on your turn, if you swing at security, there's nothing to pop, you get that extra check. So then you do 2 checks at 12k. You're more prone to dying in security, but then if you have the inherit for the Numemon X, then you're at least able to play out of body from trash. So even though you're giving the opponent 4, you have the chances of dying, playing out a Platinum Numemon out, gaining 2 memory off the effect from him. So either I keep this at 2 or maybe like bump it up to 3, but right now I think I just keep it up to 2. Next I'll be going with a Platinum Numemon, which is the level 6 for the archetype. He's a 9k DP Digimon, costs 10 to play. Is on play when Digivolving. By trashing 1 card with Numemon in its name in your hand, gain 2 memory. On deletion, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with Numemon or Monzimon in its name from your hand without playing the cost. So this one is great to play it off Numemon X. You pitch it early with the Garamon, keep it in trash, evo your Garamon to your Numemon X and your evo on top, and let's say he were to die, cool, stack dies, but then I get to play out this level 6 for free, and then trash a card, gain 2 memory off the thing dying, and then if they were to kill it, you just play out another Monzimon and gain another 2 memory with the RB1. So it's a good way for you to like extend your plays if you know for sure what's in security, or if you know they're gonna block, or your Numemon's not really that big to actually survive most checks, because a lot of the bodies that are 6k or higher are 12k, so he's very prone to dying. So I would either keep this at 2, maybe bump it up to 3, but I had to cut something to make room for the next card, which is Ancient Garurumon. It's a 12 cost 12k DP Digimon, which is on play when Digivolving. Return 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand. Your turn once per turn. When an effect adds a card to your hand or your opponent's hand, your opponent adds a top card of their security to the stack, to this hand. On deletion, you return a Tamer card and a hybrid trait Digimon from your trash to the hand, and you play out a Tamer card with a penis. Cost, it digicrosses for 3, so essentially -6 for a Lobomon and a Kendo. That will never come out for the digicrossing just because we don't have any Lobos or Kendos. This is mainly for bouncing things back to their hand, trash, like having them take the top card of their security stack, and it's blue-yellow, so it evos over basically every single level 5 that we have. So Monzimon X, Monzimon, and Edamon. Good thing is that when it dies, we can pick up a Tamer in case it was deleted by a Digimon effect like a Grankowaga Ace, a Lose One Chaos Mode, or it was just insecurity and it got trashed off an effect. We're able to bring those back and then just hard play it for free. So I want to try this out at 2, see how I like it. The other card that I had in here was Numemon X, but I believe I wanted to try this one out to see if it helps the deck out, see if I could just bounce things back and then have them take security, and then it's easier for me to like go for a game. If I have enough memory, especially if I've just Evo on top of something. You draw, since you drew off the effect of the Numemon, it triggers his effect, and they get the top card of their security. So that's it for all the level 6s. Moving on to our only 2 level 7s. Death X. Not much to say about this card. It's 15k DP Digimon. You reduce its play cost by 3 for each Digimon and Tamer your opponent has in play. So you can even play it out for free if they have enough Tamers and Digimon. On play, when Digivolving, you Digivolve 1 all of your opponent's Digimon. Then you delete all opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. End of opponent's turn, once per turn, you delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. So this one is really good for decks that tend to go wide. Kind of like one good example would be D-Brigade, where they go super wide with all the Digipolice Digimon. You're able to pop all the 4s, Digivolve their main stack, then it's a big body that they need to clear because every turn they'll be popping the lowest play cost. Same thing with Numemon. If for some reason it's a mirror, they go really wide, this technically clears the whole board for you. It's a really good card as a tech. Then we have Ruin Mode, which is another level 7. Purple, yellow, really good top end for purple and yellow. 15k DP Digimon, when Digivolving, on deletion, until then your opponent's next turn, all your opponent's Digimon gets a blanket minus 5000 DP. End of attack, you would delete this Digimon and one of your opponent's Digimon, so you get to pop something on their end and you recover 1. Then if you have a Tamer in play, you hatch 1 egg and then in the empty space and you're breeding. So more than likely, sometimes you won't get to do the second effect just because either it gets de-digivolved, but what you want to do is just Evo on top of them, give a minus 5k blanket effect to the field so that your opponent can promote, or if they do promote, they're only like a 1k body, easily die in security. Same thing on the following turn, you're able to swing, die, recover, hatch if you have a Tamer in play, then you give another minus 5k DP, so you'll be doing 10k DP in the span of like 2 turns, unless you're able to keep turn when you Digivolve, then you swing minus 10k to the field. Now they can't really promote anything. This one technically helped me won the last match at the Riverside Regional, where it was against Imperial. They had a 4k DP Singmon on the field. I was able to like clear their board, got a Platinum Numemon off a deletion, Evoed on top of the Platinum Numemon, minus 5k the board. It kind of sealed the game for me because they couldn't really do anything. And then on the following turn, I just swung for a game. So it's a really good card to stall. Not really stalling, but like gives you an extra turn to like figure stuff out and see if you have a way to get rid of the board or do something to help you win the game. Now we're going to our Tamers. We are running for 7 Tamers. Here's Shu Yulin. It's a Digipolice Tamer. Start of your turn, it's a memory setter, so it sets you to 3. It has a mind link with X Antibody or Digipolice, and then the inherited mind link is Alliance and Reboot. And then end of turn, you could remove this from play this from its distribution cards without paying the cost. Does cost 4, it's a little on the upside, but most memory setters are like 4 cost. I like the fact that you could get Alliance, so you could tuck it underneath your Numemon X, do an Alliance, bump it up to like a good chunk of DP, swing for 2 checks, and then be able to basically you do 1, 2, 3. You do 3 checks because you have Numemon, RB Numemon, so sec +1, Alliance, get another check, so it'd be 3 checks and security with a decent amount of DP. So I do want to try it as a one-off, just to have like the consistent 3 memory. I did run it at one point. I did like it, but just I didn't want to hard drop the 4. But now with Ancient Garurumon that lets you just hard drop a Tamer, this would be easier to like just set up Moving on, our second tamer would be Satsuki Tamahime. It's our main. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. It has My Link as well, with Digimons with Numemon or Monzimon in its name, or Digipolice in its traits. And then the My Link gives them jamming and reboot in the same effect all end of turn. You'll be able to play it out for free. This one does come up a lot, especially as a game finisher with the Numemon. The memory gain is nice, so if you have 2 or 3 at least on the field and they have a Digimon, you gain 3 memory. So if they choke you at 1, you just promote start main, cool, 3 memory, go to 4, or 2 memory, go to 3. So it's a good way for you to set up. The fact that you could mind link it into one of your Numes and just give it jamming, or in Monzimon and you're doing 2 checks jamming, it's great. I feel it's a good way for you to hit security if you don't want to have your stack die, just to do those early checks, or maybe just keep the Monzimon X on the field for extra DP reduction. So I do think it's really good. I had it at 2 before, I bumped it up to 3 with the extra space. We'll see how that one goes. This other tamer, the mat is cheated from the starter. I'm still debating if I really want to play this one, just because start of turn is a memory setter, 4 costs, and then when an effect touches a card in your hand, by suspending the tamer, gain a memory. There are ways for you to pitch cards in your hand, so basically just the Garamon, that you pitch 1, draw 1, and then the gain 1. With the Landed Numemon also, you pitch a card to gain a memory, well, 2 memory. So this one does kind of synergize with the deck. I do believe I've never used it unless it got hit in security, so I never hard dropped it. It was kind of like a deck harding hand, but it does come up when they hit in security. You would gain that memory back. So we'll see if I want to keep this one. If not, I'll probably take this one out and maybe add an additional ancient to the list. But we'll see how this one goes. Or maybe another of the next card, which is Emperor. Digimon Emperor, it's a really good card, especially right now in this format where everything's really low to the ground rookie rush. So it's a 3-cost tamer. All turns when one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon is deleted. By suspending this tamer, you draw 1. You may suspend the tamer to draw 1, and then on the opponent's turn, when one of the 3 is moved from the breeding area to the battle area, you gain 2 memory. It's a good way for you to prevent your opponent from promoting the rookie, your starter main rookie. So it could be like the Doraemon, the Pulsemon, could be the Tentomons, any of those starter mains, or if not, it could be like for Magnara, Armor Rush, where they have the Vmons, they can promote those. Or if you're just doing hybrids, they can really promote their Flamemons or Ukkos. Especially if you have 2, you lock them out of the game, because they're losing 4 memory just for promoting, which is really good. So if I do cut out that mat, I'll probably add another Digimon Emperor. Then the last tamer would be Lui, the other hit to the deck. Even before the hit, I had it at 1. A lot of people tend to have it at 2, but I think 1 is just fine. If I see it, cool. If I don't, I'm not really missing anything, because I do have other ways to finish the game. Because Lui for game, it's a really fun finisher. If you have something erasing, part of the Lui, promote, gain the memory, and then just swing for game. But it's an on-play. You may move one of your level 3 or higher Digimon from the breeding area to the battle area, and then one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area. By suspending this tamer, you gain a memory. So it's a good way for you to close out games. If they don't have a Digimon Emperor, you just have, you need at least 2 memory and an Ukko. You drop the Lui, promote the Ukko, the promo one. You hatch, gain a memory, and then you tap into gain a memory, keep turn, then just swing for game. So I do like the fact that you could try to go for game, or if you need to promote a stack to do something, is really good. So having it at 1, I think it's probably what I'm gonna do, just keep it at 1. And then the last 2 cards of the deck are Proto Form, X Antibody Proto Form. This one is really nice. I might keep it at 2, if not cut it down to 1, just because now I only have like 2 targets to go into X Antibody. So maybe this could be like a different option, but for now I'll try it at 2. So it says while you have a Digimon, you may ignore this card's color requirements. Security, you add this to hands, is really nice. Combos well with its alterns inherit. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon without the X Antibody in its distribution cards may digivolve into a Digimon card with the X Antibody trait in your hand with the dilution cost reduced by 1. If it did, place this card as bottom dilution cards. It's treated as X Antibody. So, and then alterns, when this Digimon will leave the battle area other than by one of your effects. From this Digimon's distribution cards, return 1 Digimon card to the hand and place 1 X Antibody on top of her security stack. So this one, it's really good to reduce costs from going from your Numemon, Garamon, or any level 4 into Numemon X for reduced cost of 1, so you're evoing for 2. Essentially keeping turn if the opponent keeps chucking you at 2, or you're able to get a memory off the Ukkomon promoting. So it's a good way for you to just keep turn, play out another body, DB minus something, and then in case it dies, you resolve its effect, where like you put it at the top of security, add something that you need from the stack. It could be like a level 3, another 4. Maybe you have Monzimon, you want to recycle that Monzimon. It's a good way for you to just have key pieces from a stack that just died back and recycle. So that's pretty much it for the list. I do want to say that I like how it looks. I might tweak around it a bit, but for now we'll keep it like this, and then next I'll be showcasing a few games that I took playing the deck to you in the games. It's kind of like almost 3 in the morning me recording this. Alright, so I do like the hand, so we can hatch. We have a Garamon, so I do like this hand. We're gonna keep. Alright, so we hatch. We go Ukkomon in the back, and then we just Garamon for 3. And then we use it, pitch this guy, we draw our 2. Oh, it hasn't even loaded for me. Hate this. Okay, so it's Tamers. I feel like TCGO never loads for me. Every time I upload it or update it. Oh, even in the back. Okay. I'm gonna promote. We will then Evo the back. Then we will just what do I do on a pro farm? I feel like it's gonna die, so we're a pro farm. We'll play out one of these. Cool. And then we'll just swing a security. Cool. So we will grab Monzimon. Does a security. Then, since I know for sure that he is gonna die, I'll get a draw the following turn. What can I do? Evo for 2. We'll probably Evo for 2 over here. I get a -4, I think. Oh, the Digimon get -4. Okay, cool. He might have Mega Cargo in hand. Alliance, dude. checks. Gains 2, his turn. He has to give me 3 or 2 depending on what he has. Cool. Which is fine. We can pop. We'll evil here in the back. Then we'll go here. We will place a card underneath. Place this one, the blocker. Then we'll do -3 here. I think you could still make a Gargome. We will last. Shouldn't have aced. Mayhaps. Cool, promote. Seven memory. Ruin mode. Swing. Then I overflow. Let's just evil Cuckoo in the back. Then I can play this for 9. Okay. I fucked up. I've been doing shit forever. I think I lose it. Oh wait, I could pop something. That's 8k when the security is trashed. I misplayed. Because he's gonna swing. It's a mirror, this thing died. Oh, he actually does something. He'll just get 4 back, which is fine. Don't think I should have promoted. Can ruin mode. He already gained the memory, so he wouldn't gain the memory again. Alright, so... Doing jamming... No. I think I lose. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Just gonna ace. Or not. I am 1k. Nope. No way for me to win. That doesn't help. This gives me -5. They die in security. They had no blocker. Guess. Could be Digivolve. And pop. So yes, that. 3, 6, 9, 12. So for 8. It's for 6. Yeah, I still lose. Whatever. Gave it a reboot, but it didn't really do anything. GG. Rip. I don't like this hand. So hold again. I don't like this one either. Fuck. Hybrid. Yes, Ancient Gray. I'm gonna get 5 checks in. Blank card. I can't see anything. Oh, this is not looking great. Could choke at 1. Could go into Numemon, then shouldn't be able to warp. Well, I guess now I could try this one out. He could cross for 6. Kill my sec. Just because I cannot block 1. Before he crosses and kills me. Or hard drops a Tamer. Lobo. Oh, it's ancient. Okay. Drop the Koji, bro. Come on. Drop the Koji. Oh. And what I could do is basically we kill both. Bounce one back to hand. Cool. Play out the Chu. Then we will just add homeboy. Cool. Awesome. We did it. We did the funny. I could ruin one, which is funny too. Just need an Evo to just make them draw. I guess it really depends on what I see on my next draw. Koji. Koji, let's go. Alright, we're gonna Evo here for one. We will then Evo here. Two. I fucked up. Should Evo on the other one. Fuck. Okay, yes, let's go. And then here we just DP reduce this guy. Cool. And I have ace just in case he tries to swing. Because it'll just bounce the Chumon back to my hand. Because then if not, I'll do like a -5 overall. There you go. And then again, ancient, bounce, draw, cool. Ukkomon because I need them. Goodie on the back. Ruin mode. I will ruin mode. They'll be at 1k, and then if they try to warp, they die. Because it's just -5. It's still under -5, so I still technically have game. They're still under the ruin mode effect. And they don't have any blocks, so because the logo doesn't get blocked and the other one doesn't either, so which is fine. And we just go for game. But the Valkyries look really good. Do I like the sand? No, I do not. Oh, this is even worse. Fuck. Come on, rookie. Fuck. Got them on. I drop the for 3, proto form for 2, and then I kill it. Gary, pitch, platinum, draw 2, cool, proto, cool, nice, effect, play this, and then kill the Gilmon. Probably pop the stack. They swing. He's killing my Digimon. Oh, he'll gain Blitz. There you go. I just Valk. No. Here, give it jamming. See if he dies. Cool. Alright, and then I'll just base. Top. Puppet stack. Cool. Need to put a rookie in raising because I don't have anything. Give the platinum jamming. There's not enough cards in trash. Okay. Evil on top of it. Let me try to set up a stack in the back. It's fine. Okay, this one out. Cool. Swing jamming. Oh, he aced. Fuck. Okay. I still keep turning anyways. Forgot about the ace. Cool. There's only 5 cards in trash. You would only trash one. Just that one. Took him at 3. That's it. I can't really do anything. Yes. That Death X is just chilling there. Biomerge? Yeah, the Biomerge one. Trash 1. Evo for 3, pop 1. No game memory. What the fuck is this? This is not great. Does it have a level 5 ace? Probably not. This way. Nice, I survived. 3, 6, 9, 11. We'll give him 8. Cool. 1, 3. He will pop my Death X, but it's fine. I think I'll just have to set up in the back. Because he has to swing. Gonna Biomerge. Evil's for 3, right? 4. The fuck? Oh, he popped on. Okay. Match. Let's see. Oh, Evil here. if I do it, it'll ace, it'll pop it. Oh, cool. Nice. Alright, that was cool. Alrighty. That's it for this video. I do like the deck. I think it's an interesting deck to play. Very simple. Just build your sack, find your pieces, play a bunch of bodies, DB minus, reduce. It has a lot of room for like being toolbox, where like you do a lot of things, especially with like the top end if you mix and match. I might add more ancient Garurumons to the deck, depending. Just need to play test a little more. Probably take this to an Evo Cup I'll be playing on Tuesday and see how that goes. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Until the next time, I'll probably come up with other profile videos like the one from today. Good night and see you later.